Big official confirmation coming in now from the election-bound state of Punjab. After months of infighting, finally some balancing act appears to have been done to keep the flock together in Punjab Congress ahead of elections. In a big decision, disgruntled leader Navjot Singh Sidhu likely to be made the chief of the Punjab Congress. Harish Rawat, who is party's Punjab affairs in charge, has confirmed to India today about the possibility of this decision and has also said that the final announcement will likely be made in the next few days. As per this new peace formula, Captain Amarinder Singh will continue to stay as the chief minister, but the Punjab Congress, the party, will likely have two working presidents, one from the Hindu community, also one possibly from the Dalit community. However, making Sidhu as the PCC chief, remember, might still trigger another level of infighting because Captain Amarinder Singh has been categorically against making Sidhu as the Congress party's chief there in the state. But what is also interesting, that there is no deputy chief minister position that even Sidhu had demanded for himself. So he's clearly, if at all asked, it was for the top position.
I am told that one possible formula is because Captain is the Chief Minister, he stays on as Chief Minister and the election is fought under his leadership, and Mr. Sidhu is accommodated in the PCC, possibly as a PCC President?
Amarinder Singh ji is Chief Minister. Yes. He's Chief Minister for last 4.5 years. Naturally, we are going to the election, him as a Chief Minister.
Under his leadership.
Him as a chief minister, but one thing is very clear: both has to work together. And
so Sidhu as a PCC chief and Amarinder as chief minister is a workable formula.
I cannot, because I have still the clearance from the CP is not with me.
But so something on this line, something on these lines.
But it will be something on this line, nearer to this.
That one is on with the PCC and one is with the as the chief minister.
And both should work together, because Punjab is a very sensitive state. History owes something from both of them.
And getting us that exclusive confirmation, consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai now joins me live. Rajdeep, should this peace formula be considered an elevation for Navjot Singh Sidhu and a compromise for Captain Amarinder Singh?
Absolutely. Somewhere it appears that Navjot Singh Sidhu has in a way won this round, because Sidhu was insistent that he be made the Punjab Congress chief. Nothing else would do. And from what Harish Rawat has told us, the formula clearly revolves around accommodating Sidhu either as working president or president of the Punjab Congress, while Captain Amarinder Singh is the chief minister. So the formula is that while the leadership will remain with Amarinder Singh in the sense that he is chief minister and will take the party into the election as chief minister, Sidhu is getting what he wanted, which is PCC chief, and thereby positioning himself in a way as the successor to Captain Amarinder. Because I asked this to Harish Rawat, what happens after the election if the Congress wins? He says that the party high command will decide. So there is no guarantee that if the Congress wins, Captain Amarinder Singh will stay on as CM. So in a sense, Sidhu clearly has won this round, because this is exactly what Navjot Singh Sidhu wanted. And to that extent, the formula which is being worked out suggests advantage Navjot Singh Sidhu in the battle of Punjab. It's almost as if Captain Amarinder Singh has reconciled to the fact that he's going to have to work with Sidhu in the next 7 months.
Thank you so much, Rajdeep, for getting us that reaction from the Punjab affairs in charge, Harish Rawat, and that's why perhaps it's very crucial. Anand Patel tracks the Congress party closely. He's now joining me live. Anand, in fact, you had broken that news as well about sources telling you that that peace formula has been achieved, and we now have no official confirmation on that. But the question on everybody's mind would be, will this end the infighting, or will it trigger another wave of that rift ahead of elections? Anand.
Well, Pooja, let me tell you, this is a crown of thorns which Navjot Singh Sidhu will be donning once there is an official confirmation from the Congress president, very likely today itself, because not only Captain, the opposition from the Captain camp is there very much evident, but also from within the party, senior leaders like Pratap Singh Bajwa, Sunil Jagar, the current PCC. There are so many other leaders who've been in the Congress party for many, many years. and they see Navjot Singh Sidhu as a newcomer into the Punjab unit. And that is the reason why all these leaders, be it captain camp or non-captain camp, they were opposing giving any important post to Navjot Singh Sidhu, saying that this would send wrong signals among those who've been working very hard to revive the Congress party during the 10-year rule of the Akalis. So clearly, here the Congress High Command looks like has taken a decision that they will go ahead with Sidhu as the PCC chief. So he will face resentment from both Captain Camp and also other senior leaders. So that is a tightrope walk which he'll have
Yes.
to do as far as manning the organization is concerned.
And the question, of course, will be if that ends, and has the Congress party prepared the successor already? And we're looking at that photograph on the screen. Navjot Singh Sidhu could be the next senior most neta of the party there in Punjab. Thank you so much, Anand, for all the latest. It's a wrap on this bulletin for now. For further news and updates, please log on to indiatoday.in or download the application. But don't go anywhere. We have a special report coming in on the COVID wave after a short break.